now appears as though Digvijay Singh could now well be back in the race for the Congress president. Digvijay Singh, in fact, is all set to visit Delhi in the run-up to the party's internal elections for the top post. Now, Digvijay Singh, the former Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, has kept everyone in suspense on whether he's actually going to run for the post or not. But are we now likely to see a Digvijay versus Tharoor contest? That's the big question. Now, all of this, of course, coming after Ashok Gehlot's aide suggesting that the Rajasthan Chief Minister is not resigning at present.
पहले कहा था मैं दिल्ली गया था, मैंने कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष सोनिया जी से कहा कि मैं मध्य प्रदेश नहीं छोड़ूंगा। 12 महीने बचे, मैं ये जिम्मेदारी, क्योंकि मेरा ध्यान मध्य प्रदेश से हट जाएगा। ये सब जगह अभी गुजरात और हिमाचल का चुनाव है, उसके बाद और पूरे हर प्रदेश की रणनीति बनाऊं, तो मध्य प्रदेश से मैं अपना ध्यान नहीं मोड़ना चाहता।
दिग्विजय सिंह आपकी तरफ
अब दिग्विजय सिंह से पूछिए वो इच्छुक है या नहीं इच्छुक, मेरे से क्यों पूछे?
लोग बताओ ये कह रहे हैं कि आप
लोग कह रहे हैं तो लोग बहुत सारी बातें कह रहे हैं।
आप योग्य मानते हैं?
मेरा योग्य नहीं मानने का प्रश्न नहीं है। दिग्विजय सिंह से आप ये प्रश्न पूछ लीजिए कि आप वो इच्छुक है या नहीं।
सर, लोग कह रहे हैं कि ऐसी अनुशासनहीनता कांग्रेस आलाकमान के सामने
अनुशासनहीनता 3-4 लोगों की हुई, ये तो शो कॉज नोटिस दिया गया है।
All right, we've just heard from senior Madhya Pradesh, former Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister and senior Congress leader Kamal Nath. They're saying very categorically that he is not interested and that his interest is in the state. But, perhaps Digvijay Singh would be up for the top job. Sunil, what are the possibilities right now? We are hearing that Mr. Digvijay Singh is in fact headed to Delhi. What are we to read into this particular development, given what we know on the Rajasthan situation and Ashok Gehlot's somewhat sort of discomfort with running for the top job, if we can call it that?
Well, let's put things in perspective. As I speak, the Congress President Sonia Gandhi is having a discussion with Mr. A.K. Anthony. He is also the head of the disciplinary committee. This comes in the backdrop of show cause notice being issued to 3 senior Gehlot loyalists yesterday for various actions that had taken place on Sunday night when a CLP meeting was called in Jaipur. So that backdrop of that meeting will be very, very critical and important to see how it plays out there. Having said that, I did speak to Mr. Digvijay Singh, who's on his way to New Delhi, saying that he'll be reaching tonight. And I asked him specifically whether he'll be filing his nomination, and he says, let's see and leave it to me and I'll decide. I asked him specifically whether he's got the High Command's clearance. He says, no, I've not got the High Command's clearance. I've not spoken to anybody so far. This is in total contrast to what I asked him yesterday in the backdrop of various developments that were taking place. And he said he did attempt to meet Mr. Gehlot yesterday, speak to him directly as well as through his loyalists, but wasn't able to do it. Mr. Gehlot, as you're well aware, is angry with Mr. Digvijay Singh for speaking out of turn when he was meeting the Congress president about that one man, one post, really putting a position where Mr. Gehlot feels that until he becomes Congress president, there is no question of a one man, one post, and that is how we'll have to wait and see and see how it plays out. So everything is really a fluid situation, but as I've been reporting from yesterday, the Congress president keen on resolving this matter. They don't definitely, the Congress's presence is left in only 2 states, Chhattisgarh and Rajasthan. They can't afford to lose another state of Rajasthan because of the follies of certain misdemeanors, be it for Mr. Gehlot or for that matter, be it for Mr. Ajay Maken. I think senior Congress leaders who have been advising the Congress president have apprised the Congress president of the fact that they are not very happy with the way Mr. Ajay Maken has handled the entire matter in Rajasthan, and they give this as a clear case and explain this is exactly what happened in Punjab, and the same thing is being repeated now here again in Rajasthan, and definitely because of the a big communication gap between the Congress president and Mr. Ashok Gehlot. Mr. Ashok Gehlot is flying into Delhi to first-hand brief her and tell her about the developments, and then of course as he's made it public that he would like to be the Congress, he would like to contest for the post of Congress president. We'll have to wait and see how things play out. So definitely at this present juncture, it's a little bit open, but hopefully it will be resolved in the next few hours because as we've been pointing out, the deadline is on the 30th at 3 p.m.
Right. Now, Sunil, the fact that Mr. Gehlot met his key aides today, ahead of that Delhi trip, and that, some of them are being very vocal about the fact that he's not resigning, not now, not later. What sort of messaging do you think that sends out? And, is that going to spell trouble for the top Congress leadership?
Well, Mr. Gehlot, loyalists have always put him in trouble. They put him in trouble in Sunday as well as then it's why he had to go on Monday to meet Mr. Kharge and express regret and say that he is not in his hands. We'll have to wait because he's a man who keeps his cards close to his chest. And he's a person who we'll have to wait and watch and see what he does exactly. At this present juncture, yes, his MLAs are speaking out saying that he's not resigning, he'll remain the CM. There's a history behind it, Ankita, and you must understand the history. In 2020, these same MLAs, these same Gehlot loyalists stayed in a hotel for 34 days. They fought against the High Court, the Supreme Court, and then finally had to do a vote of confidence because there was a rebellion within the party. Today, if somebody, a general secretary in charge, is trying to attempt to put a particular person or XYZ as the spokesperson who is part, as the chief minister who is part of the rebellion, there is a lot of anger and resentment that they have because they say, who is really for the Congress party? They have these question marks in their mind. And are you rewarding somebody who has rebelled? These are issues. These are problems that one faces in a party and a political party, especially like the Congress, which is right now going and imploding from day to day, and in particular not as normal as it was in the years earlier. And it's in that context that they have given their resentment because they want clearly something to be sorted out. And hopefully in the next few hours we'll have a further clarity about whether there will be a climb down or whether it is back to square one.
Right. Sunil, thanks very much indeed for joining us.